am just hopping on, crafting and chatting with anyone who might see me live. This is not for a planned event. It's not for anything structured. It's just crafting and chatting. Hi Peggy, how are you? I'm just hopping on, crafting and chatting. So what do you want to talk about? I have a few custom orders that came in over the weekend. So I thought I would hop on and see if any of my friends were available to join me and keep me company while I'm working on these little orders. How was your weekend? Peggy, did you do anything special or fun? I'm just gonna work on stuff while we're talking. I got orders for 2 cute little watermelon sundaes over the weekend. I made these last year and they're still listed on my website, but as out of stock. And a few people saw them and said, can you make them again? Hi Stephanie, how are you? Weekend was good, really tired, yeah. That tends to happen. Weekends are so busy that we kind of need Monday to recover from the weekend sometimes, guys. I actually am good today. I was a complete bum yesterday. Some of you know who watched me last week, I've been binge watching Virgin River on Netflix, and 6 seasons have dropped so far, and the seasons are really long, you guys, compared to like When Calls the Heart season is like 6 episodes and then the season is done. Virgin River has like maybe 10 episodes in a season. So I've been binge watching the 6 seasons that have dropped, and I finished watching I think it was all of season 6 yesterday. I just binge watched Virgin River all day yesterday. It was so good. I couldn't walk away, you guys. It's not that often, especially these days, that things on TV captivate me and hold my attention. It was really good. Just had a nice little storyline with all the little people in town, and it wasn't smutty. Hi, Christy. How are you? I'm just hopping on, crafting and chatting with my friends. Christy. Oh my gosh. So, I saw Wendy's post about how she prints on either the napkin or tissue paper if she can't find napkins that she likes for your technique for decoupaging with the napkins. So I gave it a try. I'm good. Yeah, I'm just crafting and chatting, so we can chat about whatever. So I gave it a try. I went into Creative Fabrica. I found some cute little images, cute little summer images, and I had tissue paper, white tissue paper, so I got it. I taped it on all the sides like Wendy showed to a piece of copy paper, and I put it in my printer, and it printed like a quarter of the design. And then, hi Love Bug, just crafting and chatting today, just for the heck of it. And a gigantic paper jam, Christy, and I like freaked out because I have to use my printer every day to ship orders, so I can't take a chance of killing my printer. I would have to go out and get a new printer and un-Wi-Fi that one or unconnect that one and reconnect a new one, so I gave up. I'll just look and see if I can find some cute napkins, but I'm not going to stick anything like that through my printer again because it was an epic fail. I texted Wendy. She was trying to help me. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Just crafting and chatting. So anyways, Christy, you may be at work and you may not be able to reply. But anyways, that was my whole sad story. Trying to print something through, put something through my printer that probably shouldn't have been trying to put through my printer. And because I use it for work in my business and to ship orders, I just didn't want to take a chance to try again and stick anything because it got jammed up in there really good. Okay, Carissa. Okay. It got jammed in there really good. I was afraid I literally was breaking my printer trying to get all the little bits and pieces out. So, there's that. And everyone, we always say we share our successes and we share our fails. No, Christy, no, you don't have to send me any napkins. You don't have to send me any napkins. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. We always say we share with everyone our successes and our failures, and that was a failure. So, I'm just gonna own it. Wendy was like, "Did you tape it on all four sides?" I said, "Yeah, I taped it down really good." I've printed things for years, like on cardstock and pattern paper when I was doing all my paper crafting and scrapbooking. So I've stuck things other than just copy paper through my printer before, but it didn't like. And then Wendy was looking at my tissue paper and she said, "Wow, that tissue paper is really thick." I think the kind that she was using was super thin. I told her, "Oh yeah, it must be some kind of bougie tissue paper." Came in a pack. Some of the sheets were glittered, some had sparkly polka dots, and I just took the white piece out and it was pretty thick. So there's that. There's that. Anywho, I thought I was gonna, be so smart and get my little pattern. Yes, holiday ones, definitely. I went and looked in my stash and all the ones I had in my stash because I used to own a bed and breakfast, so I have a stash of napkins, but none of mine had just cute designs on them. They all had like words. And for your technique, you kind of have to have a design. I'm hoping this is one of those spiral popsicle molds. Like I said, I got orders over the weekend for a couple of watermelon sundaes that I have made previously. They were still on my website, but like out of stock, and a few people contacted me because I've been working on watermelon stuff, so I think everyone's getting the little watermelon bug. I'm not going to worry too much about these because I'm going to cover them with sweet glitter, so it'll be fine. I'm doing great, Heidi. I hope you are too. Tisha, thank you for sprinkling. You're always so sweet. I appreciate it. We're just crafting and chatting. We're crafting and chatting. Who here has tried what Christy showed us, the decoupaging on foam clay? I've decoupaged on other stuff, through the years. From this weekend, I put stripes on my ghost so it doesn't always have to. Ooh, I will have to check it out. And can I just say, you are doing so good on your lives, and you are the cutest thing ever. You are just so cute. I love your little southern accent. You're adorable. I want to put you in my pocket. Bring you home with me. You're adorable. Christy. Hi, Beth. Welcome in. So who here has tried decoupaging on foam clay like Christy? Hi, Sugar Snap Design. Shannon, thank you for sprinkling. We're just crafting and chatting today. I'm working on a few watermelon custom orders I have, so I thought I would just hop on. Instead of sitting in my room quiet by myself, I thought I would hop on and see if any of my friends could come play. You're adorable. You're so cute. You're so cute. And I love your kitchen. So pretty. So pretty. It looks a lot like mine with all the white and the white backsplash. Very clean and farmhousey looking. I love it. Christy, I can't remember. Are you going to Fake Bakers? Oh, Carissa. Well, I can't wait to see what you do. Carissa is another really talented designer, you guys. And she is so multi-talented. She paints the most beautiful designs on canvases, you guys. Oh, thank you, Tisha. You're so sweet. Crafting in the kitchen. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This room is the first room when you walk in our house. Like my front porch is right here in front of me. And when you walk in, this is the first room. It actually could be a first floor bedroom because it has a closet. It has a double closet with a rod. I have all my craft supplies in there. So it could be the fourth bedroom in our house, but I have taken it over as my office, my craft room. So I feel like I always have to keep it. She is Carissa. That's my love bug. Hi, California Dreamin'. Welcome. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. We're just crafting and chatting today. She's so talented. You guys, look at, do you see on the top shelf on my tiered tray back there? Wait, let me get it. Hold on. Let me put this green in here and then I'll grab it. And then I have to throw this in the freezer. This little popsicle, because I've never had good luck popping them out unless I put them in the freezer for a little bit. Pushing them down. I hope I'm pushing them down enough to get all of the little ridges. Oh, Carissa, you and I have had this conversation many times along with our friend Cupcake. Y'all just don't give yourselves enough credit. Just don't. All right, let me, give me 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Let me throw this in the freezer. And I'll be back, and I want to show you what Carissa made for me, you guys. Hold on, hold on. Let me throw this in the freezer. Okay, I'm back. My husband's so funny. He'll go to get something out of the freezer, like ice cream or something. And he's like, do you know you have, like, fake bakes in the freezer? I'm like, yes. That's a silly question. Look at this, you guys, that Carissa made for me. She called it Crazy Cupcake. I don't even know where to touch it to lift it because there's so much stuff on it. I don't want to mess anything up. Look at this, you guys. Carissa made this for me. Tornado shelter in the garage. Yeah. Carissa, are you on a tornado watch? Did I miss a comment? Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm watching the weather tornadoes. Oh, Carissa. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at it all the way around. It is so loaded. It is like the most heavily loaded, yummy confection that I've ever seen. My bestie Carissa made this for me. Look at it. I'm turning it, right? I know, right, Christy? Look. Look. All the way around. Yep. It has everything. Cupcakes and rock candy and ribbon candy and cotton candy and sprinkles and glitter. And you guys, it has, she's like, oh, is it too much? I'm like, no, I love it. I love it so much. Look at that rock candy right there, you guys. It has squiggles, pretzels, macarons, cherries, everything, you guys. It's beautiful, isn't it, Tisha? It's beautiful. This is its home right here on my tippy top shelf, so I won't knock into it. That's where it lives, in my craft room. So I get to see it every day and enjoy it. Okay, what am I gonna make next? Oh, Prayers, Carissa. Prayers. Where is I'm trying to remember what I had on that my customer said she wanted me to make. Hi, Carol. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. Carissa, you know I love you so much. I know it had the twisty popsicle, it had a donut, it had a macaron, and I think it had a watermelon slice. So, that's what I'm making. Oh, are you home by yourself or is your mom with you, Carissa? Is your mom with you? I hope someone is with you. And I'm so happy you're feeling better after last week. I think I might have missed Christy's comment. Christy, you're going to Fake Bakers, right? Hi, Melissa. How are you? Yeah, Heidi, right? It is fabulous. It is fabulous. Yep. Like I said, Carissa's multi-talented. She paints. Oh, the fur babies. Do they freak out when it's stormy? Bailey freaks out when it's stormy. Thunder and lightning. Oh my God, she gets so scared she shakes. She wants to go under the blankets. She gets so nervous. Hi, Karen. How are you? All right, so I'm making a few macaron cookies. And everything is watermelon thing, guys, because that's what, I almost feel like I want to use the other green though. Wait a minute, hold on, pause. I think I want to use the other green. Wait, where is it? Here it is, right here. No, wait, what color is this? No, I thought I had a darker green open. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking, oh, that is like an emerald. That is mint. I thought I had a darker green open though, guys. Maybe I used it. Mint. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Because that green on the cup is different than this key lime green. So let's see. This green might be too dark though. I don't remember. I haven't used it and I'm not really a green person. Hi, Karen. Oh, you know what? I like this green. But I forgot I just made the popsicles and I used this green. So I don't want to mix the green. This would have been perfect though, you guys. Look, it would have been perfect. Or maybe it's still okay because I had planned to cover the popsicles like I did the cakesicle. For any of you that watched me Friday night, you saw the watermelon. Oh, it's right here. Oh, you guys, I am like all over the place today. I'm gonna cover the popsicle with sweet glitter like I did this cakesicle. That was raspberry mimosa, pina colada, and lime margarita. So I'm thinking I could go ahead and use this green because the popsicle that's in my freezer already is gonna be completely covered. So let's use this green because I feel like it's a good watermelon green. Hi, Carly. How are you? Welcome. We're just discussing the color of green I'm going to use on, I have a few orders for little watermelon sundaes that I made last year. And I'm using this green. It's TCT. It just says green. This is green. It doesn't have like a name. It doesn't have a name. Carly, we were just talking to Carissa. She's under a tornado watch. And her little kitties are like freaking out because of the storms. So we're sending prayers. Tornadoes and winds scare me. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Pamela. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm just crafting and chatting today. I'm working on a few custom orders. And I didn't want to be in here by myself. So I thought I would hop on and see if anyone could come and play. Come and play. And keep me company. Yeah, I think this is more of a, that is my personal one, that watermelon one I made with Lydia Friday night. That is my personal one. I'm redoing my tiered tray on my dining table, taking all my bunnies and Easter and spring off, and I'm gonna do it all watermelon. And that one I made for myself. So that's the color I wanted. But these, I feel this green is more of a match to the, look, it's like a perfect match to these little watermelon cups I got. So I'm gonna use this green. So smart, Carissa, so smart. Better to be safe than sorry, right? All right, pop that out. And then on that one, I used bubble gum for the pink. Like I said, that one is mine. Grab it again. And this one I'm using cotton candy because it's a better match to the little watermelon cup. This one I made my own base, the macaron cookie base. So I just wanted everything to be cohesive. This one was fun to make. The base was from scratch. The cake pop was from scratch. The spiral pop was from scratch. And all the rest, oh, the donut was from scratch. And all the rest were using molds or cookie cutters. 15 people in the craft room with me. Well, that's fun. I don't have to be in here talking to myself. That's fun. Oh, and Bailey's here too, guys, so don't forget Bailey. All right, those are the bottoms for the macaron cookie. Let's do the tops. So, roll call. How many on here are going to Fake Bakers Gone Wild in July, either in person or virtual? Roll call. And let me know if you're going to be there in person or virtual. Which this is my first year. I didn't go last year. And I've heard that the virtual is almost as good as the in person. So, because Crystal's husband, that's, besides being in the military, that's his side gig. He does photography and works with Shannon virtual, yay! He works with media equipment and all the things. In person, Christy! I'm gonna fangirl when I see you. Just warning you. I'm just warning you. You're gonna be like, oh no, here comes that crazy paper sweeties lady. Carissa, of course, in person, of course. Okay, 2 tops. How cute are these gonna be, you guys? Let's do the little insides. Let's do the little insides. So there's 2 tops, 2 bottoms. Make a little fluffy for the inside. Not yet up to in person. Oh, next year. Are you gonna do the virtual, Marianne? Sorry guys, some of these clay bags are so loud. You guys know I typically put my clay in the little Tupperware containers so I don't kill your ears when you're on with me. I'm gonna meet my Christy. I got big hugs from my Carissa. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have a little project plan too. to make like a little junk journal while I'm there. How much is the virtual? I don't know, Pamela. I don't know. Maybe someone on here will know. Hi, Paula. How are you? Just crafting and chatting. We're just chatting about stuff. So anyone, if there's anything special you want to chat about or any questions you have for me or any other of our friends on here, go ahead and throw them in a comment. I'm working on some watermelon themed custom orders that came in over the weekend for little watermelon sundaes. There's the little fluffy white center. I don't know. I know the in-person tickets were $800 because it includes admission, I believe lunch on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and all of your supplies for all of the classes. And Paper Sweeties is going to be a sponsor. I'm in the process of putting together 100 goodie bags for the in-person people. Hi, Maureen. How are you? I'm just crafting and chatting today. Working on some orders. Watermelon theme. I love watermelons, you guys. I love watermelons for real to eat. My summer dishes, I have the plastic dishes that you can, virtual ticket is $85. Wow, that's a really good price. Wow. I guess because you don't have to pay the admission and you're not getting the supplies or the lunches. You guys, look how cute. There's a ticket too. I told him he had to roll out. Stop, Christy. I love that so much. My husband is coming. He doesn't have a ticket though. He's going to go golfing when I'm doing my fake bake thing. He's going to go golfing. So if your husband gets tired, if he golfs, he could go golfing with my husband. They would have fun. And Chris's husband, Joey. They're all going golfing together during the down times, the off times. Dude, so cute, you guys. So cute. Watermelon. Yeah. Oh, Maureen. That's lovely. I love that so much. Okay, so the pops are in the freezer. We have the 2 macaron cookies. Let's make 2 little mini donuts. Well, if he gets tired of rolling clay and worms for us, and I want to sit near you, Christy, so maybe he can roll some stuff for me too. You guys know I don't like rolling worms. That's kryptonite for me. Kryptonite, you guys. Kryptonite. Not enough. I want to sit by you. So maybe he'll take pity on me and roll some of my stuff too. But if he gets tired, my husband is going to be there. And if he likes to golf, my husband is planning on golfing all of the days. Hi, Lambrina. How are you? Welcome. Or they could hang by the pool. Whatever. Or go golfing and then hang by the pool. Whatever. Yeah. Hi, Christy. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Still not big enough. I don't want to make it too big because the cups are only this big. So we're going to have the macaron over here. We've got the popsicle. We're going to have a donut. And then I'm going to do a wedge, watermelon red wedge. Extra supplies, yes. For sure. For sure. Because he's going to get the swag bag and he's going to get all the goodies. So you'll get 2 goodie bags from Paper Sweeties. Yeah. I just finished stoning 100 diamond dot donut ornaments to put in the 100 goodie bags, you guys. I just finished them the other day. I took 2 days and just, hi Priscilla. Yes. I took 2 days and I just wanted to finish them, knock them out and finish them. Because they were hanging over my head. I started them months ago. I would work on them in the car when we traveled to go see our kids. Wherever I could get a free minute, I was working on diamond dot donuts. Oh, that was really gloopy. I'm excited to get the swag bag too, because our friends that went last year said the swag bags were amazing. I didn't go last year, so I don't know what to expect, but I think it's all just going to be amazing. Hi, Michelle. Crafting and chatting. What do you want to chat about? We're just hanging out. I'm working on some custom orders and I didn't want to be in my craft room by myself. So I hopped on to see if any of my friends were available to hang out and talk with me. Oh, Maureen, I'm so happy. You love your sweet glitter and all your sprinkle mixes from Paper Sweeties. Thank you. Hi, Hazel, how are you? Yeah, you guys, I tell you, I always feel like a mad scientist when I'm mixing them up. A little of this, a little of that, and then I write my recipes down. So when I run out of any of the colors, I know exactly what I used to create the custom mixes. So I have a little recipe book for all my sprinkles and glitters, as opposed to a recipe book for recipes. In my sleep, I know. I'm Albert, I like almost was. 2 weekends ago when we went to the kids for my granddaughter's birthday, Mother's Day, and to go visit my brand new granddaughter that was just born, Dottie B. I brought them with me. I sat in the back seat. My husband and mother-in-law were in the front, and I diamond dotted 2.5 hours there and 2.5 hours back. Oh, I mean, life, Carly, life is so busy. Hi, Ramona, welcome. Life is so busy. I mean, that's kind of why I hopped on, because I thought I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, work on these custom orders, and talk to my crafty friends, because I didn't do anything crafty over the weekend, and I had a little withdrawal. All right, so these 2 little donuts look pretty similar in size. I mean, they're not going to the same person, so they don't have to be identical, but you guys know what I mean. I kind of like to, when I'm making the same thing, kind of try to make them as similar as possible. And you guys, I don't know if you guys do this, because I'm going to put this donut kind of like up a little, and I'm not sure if the whipped cream will cover the entire back. So the yucky side, like how I do my donuts, you saw, I made the little donut, and then I use my ball tool and push it through to make the hole, and then refine it like with my little finger. But there's always a side that is yucky, because it pushes the clay through. Like that's my yucky side. This front side looks really good, but I always put the frosting, the dripping on top. So I will put that on the yucky side. So the yucky part is covered. Very technical, you guys. And then if you do prop it up, then your nice side on the back will show. Just a little tip. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Just a little tip, you guys. Just a little tip and trick. And then I'm just using my fingers to kind of shape it. Yeah, all right, there's our 2 donuts. And you can do the frosting. So Carly, do your boys do things in the summer? Do they do camps or like sports camps or yeah, that's always a challenge. I need to take my Easter. Hold on, guys. I need my little cookie cutter for the frosting. I need to take my spring and Easter stuff down so I can start putting my watermelon stuff up. So I feel like when I get done with this and I'm letting it dry, use your craft stash. Yes, Tisa. Don't buy craft supplies. Use your stash. Use your stash. I mean your head. That could either be a good thing or a very scary thing. I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not. That's my goal this year, you guys. You guys know I went through a lot of my stash. I sold a lot of things on live sales. Yeah. Ice cream sandwich. Yum. Like a fake big ice cream sandwich, Maureen, or a real one that you ate? Like now I feel like I want an ice cream sandwich to eat. Pop-ons. Yeah. Yeah. Summer is tough. Summer is tough. Not anymore. Design course. Oh, I love that, Carly. Oh, I love that so much. You and I may have to talk about some stuff. I love that so much. That's so fun that it's something that you can do together. Mom and me type of thing. I'm gonna throw some oil on this because I don't want it to stick. Hi, Lonnie. I saw, Michelle, you've been working really hard outside over the weekend. See, we're a little bit ahead of you weather-wise, so I did all my outside stuff in April. Hi, Lisa, welcome. Oh, fake bake. Oh, nice. Maureen, I want to see it. I want to see it. So we do all our outside stuff like in April, because come May, the beginning of May was very nice, but now it's starting to turn hot already. Oh, Tisha, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Starting to turn hot. Like Saturday was the first day. It was kind of humid and like yucky out. Hi, Tina. I don't mind the hot. I actually love the hot. I don't like cold whatsoever, but I don't like the humid. The humid just drains me. It drains all my energy. Because I told him I was so swerved from working yesterday. Swerved? What does that mean? What does that mean, Michelle? I don't know what that means. I did this right on my glass. Oh, it comes right up. It comes right up. Take the day off. Do nothing. Cleaning the house. I know. I know. My husband will tell me that. Oh, just take the day off and rest. I'm like, yeah, but then the laundry piles up and all of the things. All of the things. Like, the wife and the moms can't just take a day off because all of our stuff piles up. Heater. Ooh. All right, see, guys? So then there's my yucky side. There's my good side. That's the side where I pushed it through to the back. So that was my back when I was pushing the ball tool down. So I used that and I put my little frosting right over that so it covers it. So now I have two good sides, basically. Then I take my ball tool again. I press it in lightly with my fingers to see where the indent is. Hi, Julie. How are you? I'm just crafting and chatting today. And then I pull it through and then smooth down any lumps or bumps. Okay, so there's one. Make sure all my edges are done. Look how cute, you guys, so cute. I mean, it's just a donut, but it makes me happy. It makes me happy, guys. I like making donuts. All right, we'll take this next one. He just kicked on. Oh, stop. No. Our air conditioning has been on for weeks. The weeks when my mother-in-law was here, it was nice. Like in the mornings, we could open the back sliding doors and get fresh air in the house. But like I said, our humidity has kind of set in, and I don't feel like I could do that anymore because it's humid. My husband can't, well, I can't either, but my husband just really can't stand it when it's humid in the house. Hi, Esther, welcome. Hi, Peggy. All right, here's our second one. Lay it on top. Finger press the center so I could get my area where I'm gonna stick the ball tool through and then just pop it through. Fix the back, and the back is nice. And the front is nice, okay? Yeah. All right. So while those are still wet, let's go ahead and make some seeds. Yes, bingo tonight. Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Debbie. So everyone, friends that are on, bingo is tonight. The bingo post is pinned to the top of my business page here, not this live, but the top of the Paper Sweeties business page. And as long as you get your comments in with your 5 numbers on that bingo post, hi Julian, by 6:55 p.m. this evening, you can play and you'll be eligible to win a prize, which is $5 sweet cash. Yeah, we do that a little bit too, like during the change of seasons, Maureen. Yeah. Montana. I have heard that that is just such a gorgeous, beautiful state. That's where Yellowstone was filmed, one of my favorite series of all times. Might be on my bucket list to go there someday. I just heard it's beautiful. We live at the beach. 53 there today. Michelle. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me pull up my weather. It's breezy here. Sunny. Newport, North Carolina. $85 and sunny. 85 and sunny. That was my power cord. Hold on. Plug my laptop back in. You set an alarm. Perfect. Hi, Quincy. How are you? Yes, guys. So every Monday evening at 7 p.m., I play bingo on my business page. We play 2 games. Each winner receives a gift certificate for $5 in sweet cash to use in the Paper Sweeties shop. Ransom Canyon. Yes, I watched that one too, Melissa. That one was much shorter than Virgin River. Virgin River. Pink hearts. Yes. I don't know what happened, Quincy, but my phone doesn't do it anymore. I don't know if my phone needs an update, but my phone doesn't do the interactive emojis anymore. It's broken. It's broke. Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. It's broke. Yes, I watched Ransom Canyon. That was a much shorter. There weren't as many seasons. And then I just, last night, finished watching Virgin River all the way, from season 1 all the way to 6. I binge watched them all for like a week straight. So now I'm just waiting till they release season 7, which is supposed to be the end of this year or the beginning of next year. So that's the only thing, guys. I hate to wait because you're so like Facebook stopped doing it altogether. Why? That was so cute. Why did they stop doing it? Why do they keep changing things, you guys? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, you guys. All right, let's make some seeds. You guys saw me do this last week. I use a straw. And you got to put your hand over it, otherwise they'll go all over your craft room when you're trying to get them out of the straw. 3, 4. Hi, Brenda. You saw your Happy Mail went out today. I brought it to the post office after I packed it, so you have some bling heading your way. Thank you very much. Did you guys see I posted a little reel this morning with some of the new sprinkle mixes that I this week? The patriotic one was reworked. The peppermint hot cocoa one was reworked. The watermelon was new. What else? What else? Pretty in Pink. That one I released last month, maybe. You guys, this little macaron cookie is so cute. So cute. Brenda, I'm just crafting and chatting today. I'm not doing anything special for any special reason. Just crafting and chatting. So cute. We'll hold it up so you guys can see. And of course, we're going to put patriotic tree. That sounds lovely. Look how cute, guys. Isn't that adorable? Let's do the next one. Tisha, right? I know. That was so cute. That was such a cute little interactive fun thing that we all could do. And then they took it away. I don't understand. I don't understand, you guys. I don't understand. When they give us these fun things that kind of makes it fun to use Facebook and then they take it away. Cute, right, Michelle? So cute. I'm literally obsessed with watermelon. Watermelon everything. Michelle, did you see the one I made Friday night when I was live with Dawn and Lydia? Did you see the extreme macaron watermelon cookie that I made Friday night? It's in the back, right there. Did you see that one that I made? Send me some. We certainly could do trades for all my friends that have stuff that I might be interested in. I have done that before in my paper crafting days. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, they're gonna go in these little watermelon cups I got from the Dollar Tree last year. They were so cute. I bought like 4 packs of them. So I have lots of watermelon cups in my stash. Tisha, I'm using my stash. I'm using things from my stash. So let me just finish the seeds on these other two little donuts, and then I'll run and get the pops out of the freezer. They should be good to go. They should be good to go. Thank you, Andrea. Right, Michelle, I feel like that's what they're doing. They get you hooked on something, then they yank the rug out from under. Facebook does. And you know how us ladies are. We like all the cute things. We like the cute things. Hi, Heather. How are you? And that was something really cute. My husband even came to me like a week before they took it away. He's like, did you know? And he was showing me. He's not on Facebook. I don't know how I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, honey, that's been going on for a while. Yeah. They're so cute, right, guys? I mean, they're going to be so cute. All right, let me throw some seeds on our little mini donuts while they're still, while that pink frosting is still semi-wet. I don't want it to dry out too much because then I'll have to get my super glue out and that will make a mess. I always end up with little stuff like this. I get it on my fingers. Hi, Andrea, welcome. I hate that feeling. I think we all do. I hate that feeling of super glue on my fingers, you guys. I can't stand it. And then I go and do the no-no. I get a piece of sandpaper and I like sand it off. I know alcohol, but I usually just get sandpaper and sand it off. Thank you, Marianne. Hi, Debbie. Welcome in. All right, let's put some seeds on our little donut. Let me see. I may need 5 seeds on the little donuts because they're a little bit more surface area than the macaron cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I may need 6 because there's 6 little loopy loops on the frosting. So I may need 6. Let's see. And then I'll go get our pops out of the freezer and we can glitter them with some sweet glitter, you guys. Yum. Yummy. Yum. What's on everyone's work table this week? What's everyone working on? Are you working on fake bake stuff? Hi, Stacy. Yeah, Maureen, yeah. I don't like that feeling. The super glue sticking to your fingers. I don't like that feeling. And especially when I'm on a live and I'm using it and I get it on my fingers and I have to keep going because I'm, you know, on like an event live, you can't really, like now I could stop because we're just crafting and chatting. Hi, Maricela. How are you? You guys, mark your calendars, set your alarms. Friday night, Maricela and I were invited by our friend Lydia to craft and chat with her. So we're gonna, the 3 of us will be hanging out Friday night at 7, from 7 to 8, crafting and chatting. Maricela, do you know what you're gonna make yet, or is it a surprise? Or is it a surprise for everyone and you too? Yeah, see guys, I need 2 more. I want 1 on each of the little, hi Christy, welcome. Doing good, doing good. I'm working on, I got some orders for some little watermelon parfait sundaes over the weekend, so I thought I would hop on so my crafty friends could keep me company. Right, Maricela? Right? She's not in here right now. I think she's upstairs with Daddy, but this is me, you guys. My dog runs my life most of the time. A wreath? What kind of wreath? Wreaths too? Ma'am? Ma'am, did that lady ever reach out to you? That I sent her your name? I don't even remember who it was, but no, I got orders for little watermelon. I made them last year and they were still on my website as out of stock. and a couple of my regular customers saw them, and they saw that one I made Friday night with Lydia and Dawn. So the one inquired about this first. And this one's mine, but I gave her, if you really must have it, here's the price. And she was like, oh, no. I mean, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. And it's decorated all the way around. It's got a lot of bling on it. So she looked on my website and she found these watermelon things from last year. And she asked if I could make her. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. But I probably will be doing something watermelon as well, because I was just telling everyone I'm taking my spring and my bunnies and my Easter down off my tiered tray on my dining table today, and I want to do it watermelon for summer. Look, you guys. So it needed 6. So let's do 6 more for this one. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Tana. Welcome. We'll do 6 more really quick, and then I'll go get the pops, you guys, and then we will glitter them with some sweet glitter. Maricela, we did the little macaron cookies. Staycation? Oh, Ronnie, I'm glad you caught me live too. It's been a while. What are you cleaning? Are you cleaning your whole house, or are you cleaning your craft room? Or a little bit of everything? Stuck. This is getting a little dried out because I rolled it out a while ago. Watermelon wreath? Friday night? You're working on that now, or you're going to make it Friday night? I want to see it. I love all things watermelon. I really do. I started, when I hopped on, I started telling everyone, I even have watermelon summer dishes. A little bit of everything. Well, that's good. This black is really dry, you guys. It's really dry. It's fine for little seeds like this, but I probably wouldn't use it for anything else. Friday. Oh, good. Yay. I'll get to see you put it together. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. Are you doing like red or rose red, or are you doing pink? Or are you doing a little of both, Maricela? Like that one I made Friday night was bubblegum pink and key lime pie green. This one today is just regular green and cotton candy pink because I wanted to match it to the little containers I had from the Dollar Tree. They're from last year. Tisha's proud of me because I'm using things from my stash. Trying to, at least. Watermelon Gingy girl. I need to see it, Christy. I need to see it. Share it or tag me. Tag me in your post or share it on the Paper Sweeties Handmade Market and Share group so I can see it. I want to see it. Because that's another idea I had, to do a gingy watermelon something, maybe for Friday. Maybe. I'm collecting ideas, so if anyone has any suggestions, something watermelon theme that I can make for Friday when I'm hanging out with our friends Maricela and Lydia. There will be a lot of chatting and giggling going on. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. But I did, and they were, Dawn and Lydia were like not making fun of me, but they're like, oh my God, Debbie's so quiet. She's like deep in concentration, because I had a whole tray of all of those little watermelon tchotchkes, snacks, candies, whatever. And I just wanted to try to finish it in the 1 hour so everyone could kind of see it start to finish. I made all the little candies and sweets ahead of time. And then I added the glitter and then added all the elements live. I ran out of time when I was adding the seeds. I had to finish adding some of the seeds off camera. Oh, Lydia and Joanne's page. Okay, I'll see if I can find it, Christy. But if you're in the Paper Sweeties Handmade Market and Share group, it's a public share group. You can share all things, everyone, all things business and craft related or crafty business related. Links to your shops, your Etsy's, your live events, your things for sale, all of the things, guys. Yeah, that's how I was. And it was Dawn's first time doing a live. So Lydia was really concentrating on her, spotlighting her, asking her questions for the trivia and all that. And so I was just enjoying listening to Dawn. I was like so in awe because I was telling everyone when I started fake baking, she's pretty much one of the very first ones that I ever stumbled upon her YouTube channel. And I was so intrigued. She does a lot with spackle though, guys. And spackle is not really my thing. Okay, so we got the 2 donuts and we got the 2 macaron cookies. This one is a little Leaning Tower of Pisa for some reason. So let's see if I can fix it. All right, let me run to my freezer really quick and get the pops. And we will pop them out of the mold. And as long as they're, I want to put these on a piece of parchment. As long as they're not, I don't know if well, has anyone popped things right out of the freezer and then glittered them immediately? Hi, Anna. How long have you been fake baking? I started in February of 2024. March, April, May. So a year and 3 months ish. Hi, Janet. Guys, I'm going to run to my freezer and get the pops. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Okay. See what I was saying in the beginning, though? I didn't think ahead. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Janet. I used the key lime, and then I switched over to the green because they match perfectly with the cups. That color green matches perfectly with my cup. But I said, we're going to cover these completely, like I covered the Cakesicle Friday night. We're going to cover these in sweet glitter, so that green won't really show. So this is just a swirly pop mold. I'm pretty sure I got it from Hobby Lobby. Okay. Oh, Bailey, do you want to come in? Auntie Maricela is here. Do you want to come see? Hold on. Pause, guys. Okay, come here. Okay. Say hi to the friends. Hi, friends. Yeah, say hi, friends. Say hi, Auntie Maricela. How's Coconut today? Oh, Andrea, you're so sweet. Thank you. Well, I used to work with polymer clay way back in the day. When polymer clay first was getting super popular, I had all kinds of design books and I made all kinds of cute things and I had the pasta machine, the extruders and all of that. So I have worked with clay for many years. Auntie Maricela says, hi, baby. Hi, baby Marsikowitz. Mommy loves you so much. Hi, Cynthia. So I had, a little bit of background when I just transitioned over to the foam clay. She is precious, Jana, isn't she? I love her so much. Doing well. Bailey is good. I think next week is her day of beauty. So I love her at the very, very end. She gets, every 8 weeks, she gets groomed. And I love it at the very, very end because she's puffy like a Bichon. She's a toy poodle, but she's puffy. when she's very first groomed, she looks more poodly. And at the end, like this, she looks like a little baby teddy bear cub. She is precious. She's a good girl. She loved yesterday. She just sat on the couch with Mommy all day and binge watched Virgin River with Mommy. She loved it. Right? Did you love it? You are a sweet girl. Are you watching outside? Do you see the birdies? Yeah. Yeah. She would sit here like this with me forever, guys. She would just sit here like this with me forever. She is so cute. She's a good girl. She's 8. She just turned 8 in April, but she still acts like a puppy. She's 7.5 pounds. She looks bigger than that. She's all fluff. She's all fur. Every 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay. Good down. You can stay in here, though. You can stay in here and craft with Mommy. All right, so these are how the pops came out. They came out super cute, guys. Super cute. Yes, Cynthia. So how far have you gotten on it? Have you watched all 6 seasons? She's cute. She knows it. She knows it too, though, Andrea. She knows she's cute. Cynthia, have you watched all? I just finished watching the end of the 6th season, so now I'm waiting for the 7th season to drop at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. These are from Hobby Lobby, guys. These little sparkle popsicle sticks. They're acrylic. They're so pretty. So pretty. Oh, you're almost there? Okay, I won't say anything because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But I just finished watching like at 1 o'clock in the morning this morning. I couldn't walk away. I had to just finish watching. They're a little, you know, when you take things out of the freezer, guys, they're a little sticky. They're a little sticky, so I'm being careful. 16. Wow. Yes, Christy, me too. Me too. Me too. All right, I'm making like a little, I hope I don't ruin it. I mean, I probably should wait until it dries because I don't want to squish it. I don't want to squish it. It's frozen, but it's squishy. All right, so I just made pilot holes. And I'm going to see if I can stick the popsicle stick in without ruining it. Because I want something to be able to hold on to. Or maybe I should just wait, guys, until I feel like just want to wait until they dry. I want to wait until they dry for the popsicle sticks after I did all of that. So I'm just going to take, what do you call it? A wooden dowel. A wooden dowel. I'm going to use a wooden dowel. I'm going to get these out of the way because I don't want to get glitter on these. I'm going to take a wooden dowel and stick it just a little bit in the bottom so I have something to hold on to. Going bald and now my hair is falling out. Do you have withdrawals? I do, Christy. Yes. Yes, I do. I do. And I get into a little bit of a funk, like a little bit of a depression when the season ends. Because I feel like I've gotten so invested. I just am into the storylines, Ransom Canyon and One Calls the Heart and Virgin River. I just throw myself into the storylines and get so invested that it's hard for me to come off it. Like all today, I'm just thinking about it. Like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen to Mel and Jack with I don't want to say because you're watching the end. But I don't want to give anything away for you. But there was a cliffhanger at the end with Mel and Jack. There was a cliffhanger with Charmaine. There was a cliffhanger with Bree and Brady and Mike. There was a little bit of a cliffhanger with Preacher and his girlfriend. I mean, there was cliffhangers with all of the storylines. So it's going to be hard to wait until they bring it back. I'm going to let those dry off for just a few more minutes, guys. Hi, Mary. Yeah, I get so invested. I just wrap myself up in the storylines. So, you guys know this trick. You've seen me do it before. So we're not wasting supplies and we're not wasting clay. Where's my pencil? Take a little toilet paper tube. And I just kind of draw a line around it so I can get my height. Sounds a little crinkled, but that's okay. It'll still work. Okay. Then cut on that line. I'll even save that little piece that I just threw on the floor. I save everything, guys. I'm such a pack rat. I save everything. Yeah, that's still a little high, so then you can trim as needed. Trim it off as needed. I want it to go a little bit below the lip. We're just gonna build up. That one looks good. So I'm gonna cut the second. Now you remember, yes. So you watched it like in the regular season. I just found it last week, so I binge watched all 6 seasons this past week. Every evening when I would stop working, I would just sit down and watch Virgin River for hours. And I watched all 6 seasons in 1 week. All right, so then hi Karen, how are you? We're just crafting and chatting today. Nothing special. I'm working on some orders. So I'm putting some hot glue down in my little cardboard cup. And then I'm gonna stick the little paper towel roll down in there. Make sure it gets in all the hot glue. Okay. Another little glue stick. We'll do the same to the second one. Okay. I put it down in the hot glue. I kind of spin it to make sure it's kind of touching on all the sides of the little paper towel roll. Okay. Alrighty. Then, hopefully I have some cardboard. I don't think I do. Not in here. The size I need. These are too small. All right, guys. Talk amongst yourselves again. Let me go in the garage and get a little piece of cardboard. Very organized. Like when I'm getting ready for an event, I make sure I spend all of the time ahead of time getting organized. Mike is hot, but Brady is so yummy. Yeah, they both are. Yeah, they both are. Poor Bree. What's a girl to do? She's got 2 guys hot and heavy after her. And for those of you that saw all the way to the end, season 6, I'm not going to say because there's a few on here that are currently watching and I don't want to spoil it, but oh my gosh. With Bree and Brady and Lark and Mike. Hi, Tana. How are you? That's all I'm going to say is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, you guys, I told you, I get so invested. It's like I know these people. I'm one of those crazy TV watching people. All right, then I'm going to trace it. Trace it. And careful not to get pencil on my white of my cup. Right, guys? I mean, yeah. I get so invested. I mean, the storyline with Mel and Jack and the baby. And again, I'm not going to say too much. Yes, Michelle, yes. Post it to the Create with Paper Sweeties. And in your post, just mention what you used from Paper Sweeties. And I'll approve it. Yes, please. Share your projects there. If anyone has created anything using any products from the Paper Sweeties shop, you are welcome to post in the Create with Paper Sweeties. That's my business group. That's my, she's pretty attractive. Yeah, she is. Right. Yeah, she's pretty. She's got such a cute little figure. She's got a cute, she's teeny weeny and she's got such a cute little hourglass figure. Yeah. And she's an attorney. I mean, she's got it all going on. But yeah, the storyline with Mel and Jack and the baby situation. I was crying. Yeah, I yell at the TV. I'm like, oh, no, what are you doing? What? Why are you doing that? I get so nervous. Like when Brady was going in that warehouse to try to get the dirt on the bad people to get evidence so they could arrest them. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hear him. They're going to hear him. He's going to make a noise and they're going to hear him. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, share it in the Create with Paper Sweeties group. That's my business group for all things business, guys. And that's where I host the designer spotlights as well. Share it there and I will approve it. And just mention like which items you used from the shop. So if people love it and they're looking for, you know, where did you get that glitter? Where did you get the sprinkles? Where did you get that da-da-da, whatever? They know where to find it. And I may just grab the links. Yes. I like ice cream too much too, and I'm 60, so there's that. After a certain age, you guys, it just doesn't come off. Like when I was younger in my 30s, I could binge eat and just then back off a little bit and it would just come off. It doesn't do that anymore, you guys. It doesn't do that anymore. I'm trimming this down a little because my line wasn't even and it was a little wonky. The little paper tube in here, it was higher on one side and lower on the other. And it was making my little cardboard circle was wonky, uneven. Hopefully that is better. Yes. Okay, I feel like that's then I'm just gonna glue the cardboard. And normally I use heavier cardboard. I don't know why I grabbed this lightweight cardboard. It'll be fine. But normally I use heavier cardboard, like from a box. This was a box, but you guys know what I mean, the heavier cardboard. Sometimes, guys, I will get the boxes from the post office and use them to cut them up because they're free. Don't tell. Don't tell. Okay. And this is just a simple, quick, easy, inexpensive way to build a little riser. So you're not wasting your supplies. You would never want to fill this whole thing with clay or spackle, whatever. Looks like I lost weight, but I stepped on this gun and it's like, I know. I say the same too. I'm so good. I walk and I bike ride and I watch what I'm eating. I'm like, oh, I feel like I lost weight. And then I go weigh myself and I gained a pound. All right, so there's our risers. All right, let's bring these back over. They're still sticky. I still think I want to wait. I'm going to let them dry and then I will stick the popsicle stick in. I feel like it's letting me do it, guys. I was afraid it was going to make the pop depress and make it all out of shape, but it's letting me do it. I think because I pierced that that little scraper tool in it. So I'm going to be careful and I'm going to do it. I'm going to put some super glue just on the end and I'm going to be careful. I'm going to leave it laying flat on my table and I'm just going to push it in. It did misshape it a little, but it's okay because we're going to cover it with glitter. So you won't see. Like my finger, can you guys see that where I was holding it? It did misshape it. If I wasn't doing this live, I would leave it alone, let it sit and let it dry. The cups are cute, aren't they, Maricel? I got them from Dollar Tree last year, but chances are they probably have them again this year. I would let this sit overnight and let it dry and then put the popsicle sticks in, but since I'm doing it live, I'm just gonna keep going and just try to be as careful as I can. I should have probably tried to force it in when it was just fresh out of the freezer. When it was still like frozen a little bit. Because now it's defrosted a little and it, I did misshape it a little, but I'll be able to fix it. And we're going to cover it completely with sweet glitter. So no worries. Hi, Janelle. How are you? Wait a minute. You X-Acto knife and kind of moved it around. Yeah, that's what I just did, Andrea. I used this to make my pilot hole. But I was holding on to it like this when I was pushing the popsicle stick in and that one side got depressed. So if you're not in a rush, just let it dry. Just let it dry for a couple of hours. This year, oh, yeah. Well, Maricela, if you desperately need them and you can't find them, reach out to me because I bought like 3 packs of them and there's like 12 in each pack. So I probably have 2 packs that are not even opened. So reach out to me if you're desperate for some and you can't find them. All right, the top, I'm gonna use strawberry lemonade this time, guys, because we did the top with cotton candy. The ones I made, backwards for me, guys. The ones I made right there, Friday, I used bubblegum clay. So I used the raspberry mimosa sweet glitter to glitter. Let me grab it so you can see what they look like. I'll hold it up close. I used the raspberry mimosa on the lollipop swirl, the top of the cakesicle, and the peppermint swirl. You see the raspberry, but that's because I used the bubblegum clay, and now I'm using the cotton candy, so I'm going to use the strawberry lemonade instead of the raspberry. Okay, all right, set this one off to the side. I'll get another piece of parchment to put it on, and we'll work on this one first. All right, so clear tacky glue. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you. And I'm gonna save the white for last. So I'm gonna do the strawberry lemonade and the lime margarita, and then I'll go back and do the pina colada. Just because I don't want to get any of the darker glitters mixed in with the white in the pina colada. So we'll do the strawberry lemonade first. Glue brush. And I'm trying to be careful where my two colors meet and just get that glue on the pink. Yeah, you guys really, if you're doing this, you really want to wait until they dry. Something sweet on the entire cake, yeah. Me too, Andrea, me too. And it's decorated all the way around. So I'm gonna put it on my dining table next to my tiered tray. And this way I can enjoy it all the way around, 360 degrees. All right, put some on the top. And I am gonna do the back because I'm not sure how the customers are gonna display these watermelon sundaes. So I wanna make sure that I kind of decorate the backs of the things too. That's why I concentrated on making the back of the donuts look pretty. Just not sure how they're gonna display things, so I kind of want it to look nice. If you guys are doing this though, let your pop dry. Because it's moving around. The stick is not all the way up in, so the pink part is really flopsy-dopsy. So let them dry. If you have the time to let them dry overnight, I recommend you do so. Oh, 20 minutes? You'll be done with it in 20 minutes? Michelle, I can't wait to see. Let me see. Is it what? Is it a fake bake or is it a new cutter? Strawberry lemonade, guys. This is so yummy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. So yummy. And I'm being careful because my clay is still wet. So I'm trying to be really careful and only sprinkle it on the pink. Even though I only put the glue on the pink, the clay is still wet. So it's gonna wanna try to stick to the white and the green too. Let me tap it off and then I'll hold it up for you guys to see. Fan brush, you guys are gonna love this. Lollipops, I love lollipops. Love lollipops. Okay, strawberry lemonade sweet glitter on our pop. Yummy. Okay, so while I have it out, let's do our second one. so sparkly and fun. I didn't have my sweet glitter when I made these watermelon sundaes last year, so my customer is going to be hopefully pleasantly surprised. Oh, I forgot to do the top. She will hopefully be pleasantly surprised when she gets her goodie in the mail and it has all of this pretty bling on it. Okay. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? I'm just crafting and chatting today. We're just crafting and chatting. I'm working on a few watermelon theme sundaes for custom orders for a couple of customers. Let's see. I feel like a queen as I'm sitting here using your glitters right along with you. Oh, the best glitter. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you. I think you have just about all the colors now. We have 14 different colors in the sweet glitters, and they are very yummy. See how it's doing that, guys, as I'm pushing on it with the, so when I go to do the back, I'm gonna have to push it back the other way. It's because the stick is not all the way through the pop and the clay is still wet. If you let it dry, then you won't have that problem. I'm rushing it. I'm rushing it. But it's all good. We'll get it in the right shape and then I'll stick it in my little styrofoam holder doohickey thing and it'll dry correctly. Hi, Lydia. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm working on watermelon stuff again. I got some orders for some watermelon sundaes, so I'm just playing with watermelon again. Different colors than the ones I did Friday night. Friday night I used bubblegum for the pink, and today I'm using cotton candy for the pink. And Friday night I used key lime for the green. And although I use key lime on here, we're using green apple on the other elements because I decided to change my color mid project. And I said, no worries, because this is going to get covered with sweet glitter, so you won't even be able to see the shade of green because it's going to be covered. It is fun, Peggy. It is so fun. It is so fun. All right, so all of my sides are covered. If I have any of those little confetti circles sticking out, I'm making sure I pat them down. Look how pretty. So sparkly. I love it when I put my projects on my little turntable to create my reels, because it makes the glitter mixes sparkle and shine so pretty. It just looks really beautiful. All right, any little pieces that are not down, I'm kind of pushing into the glue. Make sure everyone behaves. All right, we'll switch over. We got those two done, so we'll switch over to the lime margarita now. And we'll do the bottoms. And then lastly, we'll do the pina colada. We'll save the white for last, like I said, so we don't get any of the pink or the green in the pina colada. Christy, I can't wait to see your Gingy. That sounds so cute. All right, lime margarita up next. I also pulled my watermelon sprinkle mix, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna use this on this project. I'll have to see, because it has a lot of red in it, and these pops and the little treats I'm making are more pink. So I'll have to see. All right, lime margarita up next. And there's just a little bit because it's supposed to just look like the rind on the watermelon. So I wanted to have most of it with the pink, which I think the proportions came out good with the pink and the little bit of white and the little bit of green. And again, I'm going to be careful. Just try to get the glue on the green and not so much into the white. The white I'm saving to put our pina colada. A little bit on the bottom so we don't have any naked clay. No naked clay here, guys. We want it all covered with sweet glitter. This won't take much at all because there's only a tiny bit of green. Hi, Sylvia, welcome. All right, bring the lime margarita over and we'll go ahead and glitter. Wherever the glue is, it's gonna stick. And then if there's any overspray onto the white, we can get it off with our fan brush. Making sure I get it on the bottom so no naked clay is showing. And then I'm gonna take my fan brush and just clean off any lime overspray that might have wiggled onto the white. Even though there's no glue there because my clay is still wet, and again, I recommend you guys let your little treats dry before you glitter. Mine are not dry, and I'm just powering forward so you guys can see. Yummy. But to make it easier on yourself when you make your little treats and your pops and your donuts and all of the things, let them dry before you try to add the glitter. It'll make your life so much easier. So much easier. All right, number 2, just add some more tacky glue. Smooth it out. Be careful. It's like painting by number. Got to stay within the lines. Don't color outside the lines. I get quiet when I'm spreading. Thank you, Kathleen. Super cute, right? Yeah. I don't have a lot made yet for my own tiered tray, so I feel like this week and next week at least, I'll be concentrating on watermelon themed projects so I can fill up my tiered tray on my dining table. Okay? Got the glue. Take our lime margarita. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. You guys see what I'm doing? Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then on the back and the bottom. Tap. Fan brush. Forces you to slow down and be patient. Yes. Yeah, Shelby tells us all the time, let it dry. Let it dry before you assemble. Let it dry before you're trying to add your glitter. Yeah. I'm just pressing forward because I know you guys are watching and you probably want to see how it comes out. But to make your life easy, let it dry. Isn't that pretty, you guys? I love it so much. That's still going to be a little bit lighter green than the donut and the macaron cookie, but I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll be okay. All right. Set that back in its little cradle. It's just a block of styrofoam, guys, I use as my third hand to hold things. We'll get all of this pretty lime margarita back in the hot tub with its friends. It's precious. I don't want to waste a single drop of it. It's so yummy and precious. Sweet glitter. So we use strawberry lemonade on the top, lime margarita on the bottom, and now we're going to switch over to pina colada. Fruits, my teardrop. They are fruity, Michelle. That would be so cute. I love that idea. If you just didn't want to do all watermelon, you definitely can do fruit. Pineapples and oranges and strawberries. That would be so stinking cute. So you do it and then tag me because I want to see. And then you could post it on in the Create with Paper Sweeties if you use sweet glitters and mixes from my shop. Yeah, things posted in the Create with Paper Sweeties group. That's the one attached to my business and my business page. They have to use something from the Paper Sweeties shop. But if you've made something using products not from Paper Sweeties, I also have the Paper Sweeties handmade market and share group. And it's for all things crafty, handmade, craft businesses, all of the things. And yet we're here putting glitter on wet clay. I know, right? I know. Shelby would say, just have patience. Just wait. Just wait. All right. So now this is not as big of a deal as the pink or the green because we're just doing the white in the middle. And if any of the white oversprays onto the other colors, it's just going to fall off because you've already used your glue up in those areas. So there's not really sticky area showing, if that makes sense. You've already used your glue on the pink area and the green area. So, oh my gosh, you guys, this is scrumptious. Look at how sparkly and yummy. All the way around. Yum. All right, let's do the last one. Yeah, Shelby would be scolding me right now, saying, girl, just have patience and wait. But I know you guys want to see. You guys want to see how it's going to turn out. And sometimes I just like to see the process. I like to see the creator, like how their mind works and how they actually apply techniques and how they, I know it's probably not fun sitting here watching me spread glue on it, but if someone's new and they haven't done it, it might just be teaching someone who wondered how to do that. How did they get 3 different colors of glitter on that one little pop? So it just might be teaching someone something. Michelle. Wet clay. Yeah. It's just, if you can wait, it'll make your life easier, less stressful. But for those of us that go live a lot and share, we just have to keep going. We have to keep going. Like that watermelon I did Friday night, I made all the treats like the day before and 2 days before we went live, so they definitely had time to dry. So then when I was adding the glitter Friday night, I wasn't having to be so careful. Look how yummy, you guys. Doesn't that look good enough to eat? Yum. I love it. I love it so much. All right, so that was the strawberry lemonade, the pina colada, and the lime margarita sweet glitters. We'll get all of this back in the hot tub with its friends because it's so yummy. Oh, kicked you out. Jeez. Why does Facebook do that? Why does Facebook do that? All right, the pops are done. The macaron cookies we're gonna add some diamond dust to the centers. So let's go ahead while I have the glue out. Let's go ahead and do that. Diamond dust to our centers. You know, if this wasn't glass, I would drink it. It's so yummy. All right, I'm just putting the glue around the white marshmallowy center of the macaron cookie. I'm trying to be careful just to get the glue on the white part. It's going over a teeny smidge, a little bit onto the pink and onto the green. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. More glitter is never a problem in my life. Okay, second one, spread the glue out. Just try to be a little careful. Get it right in the middle. Okay, and then let's see if I could do it right over my container. Hi Jan, how are you? Yeah, the sparkly pops are so pretty, aren't they? And I'm just gonna sprinkle it right over my little container. I got my parchment paper there in case any falls over, but I'm trying to be really careful so I don't have a lot of cleanup. Tap it off. And I'm just turning it around, seeing if I have any overt overspray onto the green or the pink. And there you go. Sparkly, yummy, and fun. Okay, there's one. Let's do our second. And then we can move on to the wedge, the watermelon slice. And I'll show you how I do those, guys. They're very easy. Tap, tap, tap. Take my fan brush and just brush off any areas that the diamond dust might have stuck on that didn't have the glue. Pretty, so pretty. Thank you, Maureen. Okay. A few little morsels oversprayed. That's why I put the parchment paper down. Help with cleanup. Okay. Done with the glue for the time being. Clear my table off just a little. I have a wet wipe because I'm gonna roll out clay now and I don't really want to get the glitter. Although I love glitter, I don't want to get the glitter in my clay when I'm rolling it out. So. And this, you guys, that were on with me like 2 weeks ago, you saw this is from a patio table that we got rid of because it was yucky and falling apart. But I told my husband to keep the glass. And I had the glass sitting in the garage probably for 6 months. And it just dawned on me a few weeks ago to pull it out and use it on my craft table. And it's working out great, guys. It's working out really great. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it a lot. All right. A little more diamond dust. Just gonna throw it in my little trash bag over here on the side because I don't want to take the chance of it getting on the floor and Bailey stepping in it. All right, so for the little wedges, I'll show you how I do mine. You'll probably do yours the same way. I have this little set of triangles from See My 3D Prints. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Michelle, you probably have triangle cutters in your repertoire that you offer. So, we'll go ahead first with the cotton candy. I'll put a little oil. Oh, good, Jan. Are you going to have be able to join us tonight for bingo? Yay. Yay. Yep, company is gone. You guys were with me last Monday. You knew I was so tired because my company had, for 18 days, had just left last Monday. So I was so tired. And I was having to strip beds and wash sheets and towels and all the things. And it took me quite a few days to catch up. Company is exhausting. I feel for the woman, for the wife. Company is exhausting. I love having company, but then it takes me a while to get back on my feet and get my house in order after company leaves. We loved having my mother-in-law here. She was here for 10 days and then another like 7 or 8 days. Yeah, my little recycled glass tabletop is working out great. All right, so cotton candy, I'm gonna roll it out. But sorry guys, sorry. That's the only thing with the glass top. Hi Christy, welcome. It's noisy. It's not like my other, when I just had this cutting mat top on. It's noisy. I'm gonna leave this pretty thick, guys. Because I want it to be like a wedge. Just cut one out. That's the only thing though. You see, sometimes it'll stick on the table. Sometimes it'll stick on the table. Sometimes it's perfect, and then sometimes it sticks, and that time it stuck. I don't know why. Maybe because I just wiped my table down with a baby wipe, and it made it a little suctiony. That could be. You saw me, I just wiped it down to get the glitter off, and it might have made it a little suctiony. So I might have just answered my own question. I'll leave it a little thick. We're just gonna do it again. It won't stick now. It's on the silicone mat, so it'll be fine. And because we oiled the cutter, the sides are nice and slick. So I'm just going around. And I'm going to cut about a third of it away. Just using the cutter again. Cut about a third of it away. Okay? So there's the top of your slice. Okay, good, Jan. Yay. Good. Yay. All right, we're going to do it again because I need two. I need two for the 2 cups. And again, I'm just going to want to leave it a little chunky. It's a bubble. And then the trick will be to roll the other colors, the white and the green. I know a lot of people use the sticks when they roll things out. I don't. I just eyeball it, guys. I just eyeball everything. I guesstimate. Smooth my 2 sides down. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because we're cutting it off. Bring my other one over here to try to get it about the same. It doesn't have to be identical. Just cut the bottom off and we're done with that. Smooth that down a little. Okay, so we're done with the pink. And then next would be the white portion that comes after the pink on a piece of watermelon. Yes. Okay, Lydia. Sounds good. Come play bingo with us. It's so fun. We have a blast. We play every Monday. And it's basically just like this, without crafting. We chitty chat and talk. I might be all talked out for tonight, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I might have to let y'all do the talking. All right, a little bit of white. Who else is joining us in bingo tonight? Who else is going to come over and play bingo with us tonight? The bingo post is pinned to the top of my business page. So just read what you have to do. You basically just have to put your 5 numbers in there by 6:55 p.m. Eastern tonight to be eligible to play for a prize. And then you have to like, follow, and share my business page. All right. I feel like that is not as thick as the pink, but we're going to try to make it work. This clay is a little tacky, so I'm going to add some more glue on the edges. And you guys know me, when I roll and cut, for some reason I feel like I have to stand up. I don't know why. All right, and I don't really need to concentrate on cutting the whole one out. Because we only need a portion of it. So I'm just going to cut a portion of one out and a portion of another one out. And then come back. And cut the middle. Okay. Oh, okay, Maureen. Yes, I did add oil to the cutter, especially for the white, because the white is a little bit soft. Bring my pink over. Am I in camera? Can you guys see what I'm doing? All right. Bring the pink over, and I'm going to marry these two together. Start on one end and kind of stretch it to the other end, and then I'm going to push them down where the seam is. So all of the pink clay is touching all of the white clay. Okay. So then you have that. You have your pink and your white. Bring the second one over. I'm going to do the same thing again. And I kind of start on one side and touch them together. And then bring it all the way around to the other side. Okay. Press that down right along the seam. There's your pink and your white. Lydia's gonna join us for bingo. It's so fun. All right, and now we'll do the green. We'll do the green. Alarm is set, perfect. Yep, that's what I told everyone. Set a reminder on your phone to make sure you get your numbers in by 6:55 p.m. and that you don't forget to join us at 7, because Michelle has done it a couple of times. And then she's come on like, oh, dang, I forgot about bingo. After we're already playing one game. So just set you, I think Maricela does that too. Just set you, how do you keep Mary Clay from separating as it dries? As long as when it's wet, you stick them together and finger press it together, Maureen, it shouldn't separate. It shouldn't separate. But if your clay's a little dry, when you're trying to get it to work and cooperate, you always could put a little bit of tacky glue in there, okay? But my pink was wet and my white was wet, so they're stuck. I made sure I stuck them together, and as it dries, they won't come apart. They're stuck together. So, hi Casey, hi Janet, welcome in everyone. All right, now we'll do our green for the rind. And again, I want to leave it a little chunky because we're not layering this with the multiple layers like a cookie, so I don't want to roll it too thin. And then we're going to add seeds, and then we're going to add diamond dust to the middle, to the white section. Okay. All right. Bring this back over. I'm going to hit it again with a little oil, just because the white and the green clays are a little soft, and I don't want it to stick. Please tell her to get the clay and molds. Casey, I have just a few clays left on my website, papersweeties.com. I was able to carry the primitive pumpkin clay for a while, but she recently discontinued her wholesale program. So I am unable to wholesale it anymore, but I think I have 4 or 6 bags left on my website. If any of the colors left are colors that you're looking for. Otherwise, you can order directly from Sue at The Primitive Pumpkin, and she's on Etsy. You also can order from my friend Debbie from Debbie's Bright Ideas. She's on Etsy. Or you can order from, who else sells clay, guys? Crystal, Glitz and Glue, sells clay. Yeah, there's many places. And like I said, I think I have 4 or 6 bags of colors left. Oh, Rita, good. You're going to join us for bingo? Yay. All right, guys. Now I'm just going to cut the bottom layer, the green bottom layer. So cut that away. Put the rest of my green back in the bag so it doesn't get dried out. TCT, I carried them originally, TCT clay. It tends to be a little bit of a softer clay, which could be a little bit trickier to work with, depending on what kind of project you're doing. See, guys, see why you should let it dry? This guy is going all wonky on me. So I'm going to lay these, now that they're glittered and done, I'm going to lay them flat to dry so they don't miss shape. Lay them flat, the pops, lay them flat to dry. Yeah, so I use Primitive Pumpkin. I have used Debbie's Bright Ideas, which I think they're from the same manufacturer because they're like the same consistency. I like a softer clay, but not too soft. I like a softer clay because I feel like it's easier to work with. You have more time to work with it than the firmer clays, especially if you're rolling worms. I like a softer clay for rolling worms. All right, guys, and now we're just gonna marry our green to our white layer and finger press them together all along that seam. Push it up really good and push them together. So, like Maureen asked the question, then you won't have any separation. Just make sure you finger press them good together, flip it over, press it on the back too. And there's your cute little watermelon wedge. So cute. Okay, Maureen, we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, guys, we'll do our second one. Touch the green to the white and bring it all the way around to the other side. Push it together along that seam. When the clay's a little bit softer, it's just a lot easier to do a technique like this with it. And you have more time to work with it. The firmer clays, you have to work a little bit quicker because they're already firm and they're gonna dry out a lot quicker. Okay. Pressing all along the seams to make sure they're stuck together really good. Okay, let's throw some seeds on here and then we'll glitter the white part and then our wedges will be done. Then I think I have all the elements. I have the pops, I have the donuts, I have the macaron cookies, and I have the wedge slice. The only other thing I think my other ones had was a lollipop. I have to see if I want to do a little lollipop for these. I can do a little lollipop. Then I could put them together. What are you guys thinking so far? Does it make you want to go make something watermelon? I'll be doing watermelon again, most likely Thursday at 3 for my live, and then Friday at 7 for my live. I don't know what I'm making yet, but something watermelon. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions, let me know. You guys know I tell you all the time, I surf Pinterest a lot to get inspired and get ideas from things that I see on Pinterest. And most often I search the real cake boards, the real cakes made with, you know, cake batter and frosting, because there's such beautiful examples there on the cake boards on Pinterest that you could very easily convert into a fake bake. Hi, Renee. How are you? Welcome. How are you? All right. This black is so dry, guys. It's so dry. It's okay for seeds, but I wouldn't use it for anything else because it's so dry. Oh my goodness, it's so dry. I conditioned it and it's still so dry. I feel like it's about at its end of its life. Okay, little colors for the pops. Are the colors for the pops bling on your site? Kathleen, on these ones, I used, the bling on the pops, I used strawberry lemonade, sweet glitter, pina colada, sweet glitter, and lime margarita, sweet glitter. For these pops, okay, and then for the cakesicle that I did on Fridays, because I used bubblegum clay, I used the raspberry margarita sweet glitter. See how it's darker? I used the raspberry margarita with the pina colada and the lime margarita. And yes, all the sweet glitters are in stock. All 14 of the colors are in stock today. None of them are sold out for a while there. A few of the colors sold out right away, and then I had to reorder and wait on all of my suppliers. Hi, Teresa. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. This black clay is ridiculously firm, guys. I think I need to move it over to my pile of yucky clay that I use. If I don't fill the inside of something like that, I will sometimes use yucky clay. Clay that is old and too firm to fill projects in, so it doesn't go to waste. But that is just about at its met its life expectancy at the end of its life, I feel. All right, so we're just making some seeds. And while our clay is still wet, we'll just pop them on. So I don't have to use super glue. I don't have to mess with it at all. So I just cut all of the same circles with a little straw. And then I'm just using the tips of my fingers to pinch the top to make it look like a seed. Very easy way. And then they're all uniform. They're all the same size. They're all the same size. Okay. Okay. One, two, three. 4. 5, 6. I'm just taking the circles, kind of mashing them down, and then taking 2 fingers to pinch the top to make it the shape of a seed. There's your little watermelon slice, little wedge, little watermelon wedge. Let's do the second one. And then, if I made these sweets larger than the ones I made last year, I don't know if I'll have room for a lollipop. Don't know. I'm gonna let everything dry though, you guys. I'm gonna let everything dry for a few hours and then maybe assemble later tonight and let things dry a little bit. Yeah, this clay is so dry. It's like the driest clay I've ever worked with. There is a way, correct me if I'm wrong, Teresa, you may know, there is a way to liven up clay after it's gotten dry a little. Can't you add some glue to it? I've heard that you could add some, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could add some glue. Let's try, because this is yucky anyways. Let's try, guys. This is just some clear Elmer's glue. Let's try, let's see, let's experiment. I have heard that though. If you have some clay that gets a little bit dry, you can add a little bit of Elmer's glue to it to bring it back to life a little bit. I know it's sure making my fingers sticky. I don't feel like it's doing anything for the clay though. Is there a certain kind of glue? I just heard someone last week saying that you can add glue to your clay to make, see, you're not supposed to have that sound. That clay is not supposed to do that. So this is definitely past its prime, you guys. Past its prime. I don't know. I added glue. Maybe I didn't add enough. It didn't feel any different to me, guys. Maybe it's a different kind of glue that you're supposed to use. I don't know. But we tried. All right. Before this, all these little black circles turn into rocks, let me see if I can make them into seeds. Yeah, the clay is just really dry. Then, I'm debating whether I make a tiny lollipop or not. I pulled sticks for it. I'm debating whether I make a tiny little lollipop, because I believe the ones I made last year had the lollipops, but I feel like I made these treats bigger than the ones I did last year, so I don't think I'm gonna have room for the lollipop. I'm even having a hard time turning the clay into seeds, guys. It's just really not wanting to cooperate. So I'm gonna roll it into a little ball to kind of even out the edges and make it a little more malleable for me to work with. Roll it into a little ball and then flatten it and then push the tip together to make it look like a seed. Okay, that worked. I don't know if my comments have stopped. See any comments coming in, or if everyone got quiet, if everyone's working on their own projects. Don't know. Okay, one there. 2 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. Our little wedges. Then we'll add some diamond dust to the white part like we did with the macaron cookie. Then I think we'll be good to go. We can assemble. I need to get some styrofoam though from my garage. This clay, oh my gosh. I need to get that little bit and just throw it out, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get that little bit that I put back in the container that I tried putting the glue on and just toss it because it's frustrating me. It shouldn't be this difficult to work with. It's just really too stiff. It's past its prime. Past its prime, guys. All right, so cute. 2 little watermelon wedges, so cute. All right, where do I want to set them so they won't stick? So we're gonna glitter now. We're gonna glitter. Carly, did you go take care of some conference calls and you came back and I'm still here? Yeah, we're finishing up. We're just finishing up. Let me show you. So we added strawberry lemonade, pina colada, and lime margarita sweet glitters to the pops. Put them on a glittered stick from Hobby Lobby. I just have them laying down flat on parchment paper because I had them up on my styrofoam block and they started getting misshaped. So we added the seeds and diamond dust to the macaron cookies. We added seeds to the little donuts. And now we're just finishing off the wedges. And then we can start assembling. So again, guys, I'm just gonna try to be somewhat careful to get the glue just on the white, but it's not a big deal if a little bit goes onto the pink or the green. Extra glitter never makes me angry. Thank you, Carly. You're sweet. Extra glitter never makes me angry. Yeah, and these are a different color palette than what I put together Friday. Friday, I used the lime green, and then I used the bubblegum pink, the darker. This time I used the cotton candy pink, and then the green. All right, diamond dust for the white portion of our wedge. And then I'll need to grab me some styrofoam. I'm trying to think what I could use if I don't use styrofoam. On top of here, we're gonna put white foam clay. I'm gonna do my world famous messy technique. Carly loves when I call it the messy technique, like I've done on my, around the edges of my little mini tree stand buckets, just the messy technique where you use your fingers to make it look like whipped cream. But I feel like in order to stick the popsicle stick in, I want a little piece of styrofoam glued onto here to stick the sticks into there, you know what I mean? To give it something to grab onto, since we just covered the top with cardboard. And again, my clay is wet, so the glitter is sticking a little bit to the wet clay. As it dries, wherever you don't put glue, it'll end up falling off. It won't stay stuck. It's stuck right now a little bit to the green, but as that green dries, it'll end up falling off. So you don't have to, you know, waste a lot of time trying to get it off like I'm doing right now. It'll end up falling off. As the clay dries and shrinks, it'll, wherever you don't have glue, it'll end up falling off. Especially the diamond dust, because they're larger chunks. If it was an ultra fine glitter, it might stay stuck until you took a brush and took it off. But the diamond dust is a little bit chunkier, so it has more weight and it's just gonna fall off. All right, I'll do the second one. Fill the bucket. A toilet paper roll, hot glued on the inside, and then a piece of cardboard hot glued onto the toilet paper roll. Instead of doing that, I could have taken one of those green pieces from the Dollar Tree and just stuck that inside here, and then I would have something to stick my popsicle stick into. But I didn't, because I was being cheap, not wanting to spend the $1.25. So I'm trying to think if I just need like a scrappy dappy piece of styrofoam from my stash. I have a stash bag right in my garage. I will go grab. I just need 2 little scrappy dappy pieces of styrofoam to hot glue on top of that cardboard. And then we can add our white foam clay that's gonna be our whipped cream, add our pieces, and then some sprinkles. I also feel like, as I'm sitting here looking, I'm debating because I feel like these wedges need to dry, you guys. Gaps and cracks. Yeah, I have some leftover gaps and cracks stuff too. I have like a Hobby Lobby bag out in the garage where I put all my little pieces in. You guys, some of you may have been live with me when I put together one of those bunny projects, and I put the ears on when they were wet. The toothpick didn't go all the way up in, and the ears were falling. I feel like this watermelon wedge is going to do that too. So I might have to wait, you guys. I might have to wait. To put it in here. I don't know if it would be too top heavy and if it would lop over. I'm going to put toothpicks in. I'm thinking. I'm pulling a Shelby. I got really quiet and I'm thinking, where's my piercing tool? There it is. I'm thinking what I want to do. All right, I'm gonna pierce a hole into the bottom, stick my toothpick in there. It might be okay. It went halfway. Let her dry. Carly says let her dry. I tend to agree with Carly because I remember what the bunny ears did. They just so then I had to cut the second set of bunny ears and well, it was already on the bunny and do surgery and put them on the back. Yeah, look, because I feel like it will not cooperate. I feel like it needs to lay flat and dry. The wedge. And I know the wedge is gonna go here. The pop is gonna go here, and then the wedge will go here, and then the macaron and the donut. So, I could just wait on the wedge. I probably should wait on these too, because these are really wet too. I probably should just wait, you guys. I probably should just wait. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just wait, let these things dry a little. Since they are for orders, I don't wanna ruin them. I don't want to have to do it over again. I'll just let everything sit and dry for a little bit and then I can assemble later today or tomorrow. Yeah, bring the donuts over. So we got our, just picture this built up with whipped cream topping. I'm not going to use spackle. Thank you, Christy. I'm going to use foam clay. And then we'll do, in the mound of whipped topping, we'll do a pop over here. We'll do a watermelon wedge over here. And then we'll do a donut over here. And then we'll do a macaron cookie over here. And then I'll put sprinkles on the whipped topping. I just feel like the smart thing to do is not rush it, guys, because the pop is still, you can see it's wet and it's wanting to curve. And I feel like it needs flat drying time and the wedges need flat drying time. So I'm gonna let them dry and then I'll assemble when the pieces are, when I'm able to handle them. So I'll either come back on either later today or tomorrow, or I'll just whip them together and I'll take a picture or do a reel and show you guys so you can see how they turned out, because they're going to be slightly different than the ones I made last year. I have some of these flowers that I made extra for a project and I didn't end up using them. I might even throw, if I have room, I could even throw one of these flowers in there. That might be pretty, to throw a little flower in there if there's room. Of course, I would put glitter on this, of course. I'll see. With some green leaves, because it would be the pink and the green. That might be cute. I don't know, I'll have to see, guys. I'll have to see. But I think the smart thing to do, I hear Shelby in my head. I hear her saying, let it dry. Don't put it together when it's wet, because it's gonna do all kinds of things you don't want it to do. I hear Shelby saying, let it dry. But we got far, guys. We got all our pieces. We got all our pieces created and ready to go. And I still haven't decided if I want to do lollipops or if I'll have room for lollipops. I think that's going to be, as I start assembling it, I'll be able to decide. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and crafting and chatting and keeping me company. I'm going to sign off. It's almost 4 o'clock. I will see a lot of you back here at 7 o'clock tonight for bingo. Paper Sweeties bingo. Make sure if you want to play and be eligible for a prize, you get your numbers, 5 numbers, in a comment on the pinned bingo post at the top of my business page, and you like, follow, and share my business page. Okay, guys, I'll see you in 3 hours. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 3 hours. All right, guys. Until then, be sweet.